Hi guys, and welcome back to the Wolves Scope, and today we have got a new video for you, and yet again we have got another lowdown video because yesterday evening on deadline day Wolves secured the signing of 21-year-old Malian Mets midfielder Boubacar Traore. Now, as always with these videos, we're going to give you a quick roundup of the transfer, the clauses, any details that you might need to know, and medical details, etc. Then we move on to more detailed stuff about his play style, his stats, what he can bring to Wolves, and sort of his strengths and weaknesses. Now, in terms of a deal, it was a season-long loan that was agreed at sort of 8:30 last night. That's when the news was broke by Liam Keane, with a 9.5 million option to buy. But it's suggested by many reports that this may be an obligation based on some unknown clauses and factors throughout the season. So what I read into this is that if he gets a certain amount of goals, or if he gets a certain amount of appearances or starts for Wolves, then because he's done so well, that option becomes more of an obligation to buy. Now, as I said, he's 21, he's a Malian midfielder, and he completed his medical last night and signed the contracts in France as Wolves representatives flew over to seal the deal earlier in the day, beating the deadline of 11 o'clock, and it's suggested that he will travel to England next week to meet up with his new teammates. So all this sounds very, very good. The 9.5 million option to buy. If he ends up doing really well, it's not an expensive fee. It's a very sort of low-risk transfer in some respects for Wolves, because if he doesn't do well and he doesn't meet those clauses, you know, he can go back to Mets and it's no risk. He also helps to pad out the midfield, even if he doesn't be the player everyone expects him to be, he's still another number in the midfield. So I think so far this deal looks absolutely brilliant for Wolves. But as I say, let's now move on to his play style. We'll give some more detailed stats, etc. Now, last season in Liga for Mets, he got 1 goal and 1 assist in 27 appearances. Now, I think what you can read into this and what I've read about him, he's not the kind of player that's going to get goals or assists. He can chip in with them. He has a powerful strike, and he does drive forward with the ball, but he's more of the guy that's going to progress you up the field and get the goal contributions. But he can still do it, which is always good to chip in, especially with what Wolves need at the moment. Now, sort of his strengths, he likes to dribble and drive with the ball forward. Then he can either play a through ball or pick a pass, or pick out a winger for them to put a cross into the box. So I think that is a very, very good strength of his. And now you look at the two midfielders that Wolves have in Traore and Núñez, who both love to drive forward with the ball. Perfect foils for Neves and Moutinho, prefer to dictate the play. So I think that could end up being a perfect midfield 2 or midfield 3, and you could play either of the two together, so Neves or Moutinho, or Núñez and Traore. And I think that was definitely something Wolves were lacking: a bit of drive, a bit of power, a bit of physicality in the midfield, almost to protect Neves and Moutinho so that they can do what they need to do with the ball at their feet. Now, in terms of getting into players and the physicality of the Premier League, Boubacar Traore certainly doesn't miss out on this. Last season he got 8 yellow cards and 1 red, so it's very clear to me that he loves to get stuck in. And reading about him, he doesn't shy away from the physical side of the game. Can be a bit cynical at times, but that's what you need. You need someone who's a little bit more nasty in the midfield. I think with these kind of attributes, he's going to really fit in well to the physical side of the Premier League. Now move on to some more detailed stats to really show you what kind of player Traore is. He's in the 99th percentile for pressures for a midfielder, and that's 28.85 per 90. Now, I can't stress how brilliant that is, 99th percentile. Obviously, the best it can be, so he's absolutely brilliant at the pressures side, but he's also got some other brilliant attributes. He's in the 87th percentile for dribbles completed at 1.24 per 90 for a midfielder. That's very, very good, especially a midfielder that prefers to lie deep like him. And 84th and 85th percentile for tackles and blocks, with 3.05 tackles per 90 and 1.98 blocks per 90. So what he excels at, what he's good at, what his strengths are, you can see from those stats that Traore really excels at, and I think this guy is going to be a perfect fit for Wolves. As I say, just a roundup, really, 9.5 million option could turn into an obligation. No risk transfer for Wolves. We know Fossen love one of those. He's going to drive forward to the midfield. He's going to be great with Moutinho and Neves. He's not going to shy away from the physical side. and what he's good at is what Wolves need, and he absolutely excels at it. But that's going to be it for today's video, sort of a roundup on Boubacar Traore. I know you guys do like the lowdown videos, we've had some great support on those recently, so thanks for that. Don't forget to subscribe, drop in the comments what your thoughts on Boubacar Traore are, and I will see you next time.